Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Beverly and I do things planner related. And today we're going to be doing a flip through of my 2022 Hobonichi Mega Weeks, Hobonichi Weeks Mega, whatever you want to call it. And sorry, sinuses, but this Hobonichi Weeks Mega I was in from July through December. So let's get into it. So it has, the cover on it is a Phelps Designs cover. It has her, the card she sends with her washi. I got her 2021 Christmas washi and a Bring It Back sale. This is the little card she sends with it. I made it into the cover. It's on there with a sterling ink vellum. My daughter gave me this. I have no idea where it comes from. I think it was a gift tag or something off of something she bought. I'm not sure. Stomping Grounds. I bought this somewhere at a shop somewhere in the big town over, and these are from Kaidens Mom Shop. She makes them and sends them with her products. Flourish was my word of the year. I forget who I get this from. I always forget, but they're linked down below. Everything I have is linked down below. The Flourish and the florals are from Kell. This is from the same shop I got this. Wasn't sure. I never did anything with these pages, these at a glance pages. I hardly ever reference them. I didn't do anything with this. I never figured out what I wanted to do with it. It just kind of sat here, and that's fine, whatever. I'm sorry for the shadowy. We have severe weather coming through the south today, and I've got every light on trying to help, but it is what it is. So like I said, I was in this July through December, so these never got used. This is starting in July. This is kind of when I started this. August. I had surgery in July. These were all my appointments leading up to that. I was off work through the 13th. And I went back to work on and off. All this washi, every single piece of this washi is Phelps Designs. This is September. This is from Kell. I didn't have a lot of appointments. This is when things started picking up. October is always busy for me. These clear holiday stickers are all from Kell out of one of her books. This one, this one, this one. Again, started picking up, was very busy. A lot of ins and outs, people in and out, vacations, parties. But this is what I used my monthlies for, was my appointments that weren't going to change, my holidays, things like that. This is from a sterling ink. These are from Mildliners Plans. That's the washi from Phelps Designs. Again, these are Kell clear stickers. So the future planning was exactly that. That's exactly what I use my monthlies for. It's all planning. So here this week I didn't use it, so I'd put out like an ideal day that I was looking at, some meal planning. So I have this paper clipped off because it's using, it was my check registry. It's these unused weeks I used as keeping track of my expenditures or my expenses. So I have those marked off, but I did have setup videos in the past that showed you how I use them, and that has not changed. That is still the same. I still do exactly that. This was a workout routine that I'd wanted to do, and I jotted some notes down. Some more meal planning. I think I had some more finance stuff there. Some more meal planning. A brain dump. More meal planning. Goals that I was working out. I'm doing a no spend in 2023, and these are kind of the rules of my no spend that I was working out. This was some journaling that I did. That's why this is marked off, but I kind of gave it up. I didn't finish it. Some more Lauren Phelps Designs washi that I set it out, and I do this to myself. I set it up and I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. And then I do some future, and then I drop it, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing it anymore. It's like the minute I set it up to use, because I think I'm in a rhythm, that's the minute everything changes. And I don't know if that's a planner thing or like just a me thing. I'm just making sure I'm still in frame. Okay. Some more meal planning. When I was working out my goals for next year, some meal planning, a brain dump. And then I get into the weeks that I actually started using this back in, this was the end of June, the last week of June, the first week of July. And I was using the weeklies, and I was kind of seeing how things were going. This is July again, kind of seeing how things were going. I was trying to use the weeklies more regularly. I know somewhere around here I was hopping in and out of planners because I was bored. And I know I was doing that in July too, but I was kind of still putting stuff in here. And then I think this is the week that I hopped in here for good and didn't hop back out. Somewhere around these couple of weeks, I said nope, I was done, and I started my dailies in the back. So this was weeklies. I was kind of trying to figure out what I was doing. Like I said, this all was Lauren Phelps Designs washi. I don't think I used anybody else washi in here. This was a weekly. I was kind of getting in the groove. I started putting more things on the page. This is Lauren Phelps Designs washi. I think these are from Brooke, Evah Prints stickers. I think these are Kaidens Mom Shop stickers. I think, I'm pretty sure. More clear of these stickers from Kell. These small daily stickers that I'd been using through here is all Kaidens Mom Shop for sure. This is when I implemented putting in my meals. I started kind of doing it this week too. I'd always did an Alistair method on the side all the way back. It just works for me, so that I can migrate things forward or stuff that's not day specific for the week. This is where I kind of got into a groove. Started putting like all day events here, appointments here, my meals here, and these aren't hard and fast. Sometimes I'll have taco salad on Friday or pizza. See, I switch those around. It just lets me know what I have food for, what I planned. Still the same. Lots to do. Here I started breaking it into 3 all-day events, my appointments, and then I started like my weekly stuff that I was trying to build a routine. I was doing the same thing every week on the same day. Here I started adding in, I would add, sorry, hold on just a second, let me get some water. Sorry about that, guys. So I would add in weather when the weather wasn't normal Florida weather. We got a little bit of a cold spurt there. Some more weather. Again, trying to build a routine of doing the same things, the same days during the week. Weather. That was Thanksgiving week, so I didn't meal plan, or I did, but it wasn't enough to like put in there. And we're into December, and it was kind of the same stuff that needed to get done during the week, my routines, all day events, appointments, meal planning, weather, list of things to do. I was really busy this week. I was on vacation this week. This is the week of Christmas. All the basic things. So things I have to have in my planner, and that's kind of been established. I do my meal planning. I do the weather. Sometimes I'll do the weather, sometimes I won't. If it's basic Florida weather, I'm not worried about it. If it gets cold like this, then I'll put it in there. All day events, holidays, appointments, my routine, my weekly routines, and then I have to have some kind of something where I can mark stuff off, a list of some stuff that's for the week. And this is when I went into my new planner. So this was a vision board I did. I did it in all my planners last year. Even the ones I hopped in and out of had this vision board in it. I tried to index some stuff. I'll go back and finish this index. Some goals I had for quarter 3, quarter 4. This is my adulting list. When's the last time I did things like gave my dog their flea pill or gave them a bath? When was the house filter cleaned? My budgets, things, changed my toothbrush or my contacts, things like that. Social media, some social media stuff. A cleaning routine that I was trying to work out. Some measurements for my house, like counter measurements, floor measurements, things like that for projects. I was working out a capsule wardrobe here. And then I think I got into holiday planning. So this was my Thanksgiving planning. Some notes. Some more Thanksgiving and Halloween planning. Some Christmas planning. We were making sticky buns, carrot cake. Things I wanted to do during the holidays. Some gift lists. Some menus for Christmas breakfast, Christmas Day, Christmas party, the Fly Lady holiday routine. I wrote that in there. Christmas cleanup, things that I know that were Christmas that I wanted to put back in storage. Challenges for next year I was working on. Again, some goal settings for this year that I was working on. Blank page. Week before, week of Thanksgiving and Christmas. Then it's the night before, night of, so that I can do some holiday prep. I hosted Thanksgiving, and this was a Christmas party that I host every year. So this helps me kind of keep things where I get to the day of and I'm not running around with my head cut off, and I can actually enjoy the day. So I have everything done and I'm not crazy the day of trying to get last minute things done. Again, this was goal setting for the 2023. I was still working it out, trying to figure out what it looked like. A mind map for goal setting. A lot of scribbly. I do a lot of ugly planning. A lot of times my planning looks like this. This is my reality. It takes a couple of iterations. It takes several tweaks, crossing out, scratching out, checking off, building, you know, categories or whatever. I mean, that's my planning. It's not pretty. It's not, doesn't have little thought bubbles over it. It's just lines, category, lists, things I want to get done. I work to these into quarterly, weekly, monthly, projects. What's a project? What's going to be a daily trait? What's going to be tracking? What do I need? I mean, for me, this is purely functional. And I do try to make it look pretty. Don't get me wrong. I love the pretty washi. I love the nice scripted stickers, and for me that's great. But again, it looks like nasty writing, crossing out, scribbling out, checking it off, making a list, making a small list here instead of whatever. It's what works for me. So, you know, that's the messy side of planning. It also looks like blank pages that I never got to. Honestly, if I didn't use this, I'm surprised this didn't end up being a list of something else, like a packing list or a Christmas list or something. That sometimes happens. That's what it looks like for me. So this flip through is going to give you the overall picture of what I do with my planner. And you can see that it's not pretty. This is reality planning for me. So in July, I never used this page. So this ended up being a packing list for Halloween Horror Nights back in when I went in September. So that's what happens. I end up using up other planning pages that I never used because I go back and turn them into something else because I just need something to scratch on. I need something that's functional for me, that works for my brain. So never ended up using this week. It ended up being a brain dump of things that I need to get done. And then we're into August, and this is where I really made my stride of doing my dailies in August. So from August 16th to mid-December or end of December, Christmas-ish, I ended up doing dailies in here. So that's what fit. So August, September, October, November, December. So 4 months worth of dailies in here. I think I skipped some days. I think I put Saturday and Sunday on the same page some weeks. So I saved some pages through here, but my brain works. I have to have for my system a monthly, a weekly, in order to get an overview, a list of something for my week that I have to get done that week. Even if it means moving it from day to day or moving it to next week, but I have to have some kind of dump list. And then a daily so that I can focus my brain enough to say that I have all this stuff. And I know that if I have an idea, I can dump it on my week page. And it might not get done this week. Maybe it'll get done next week. But I know it's on a list somewhere. And then, but this is what I have to get done today. So that's how my system works, whether it's in a Hobonichi, a B6ology, you know, whatever. A full-on bullet journal in my, when I had Lex term or, you know, whatever. This has always, always, always been my planning style. I have to have a monthly. I have to have a weekly. I have to have a daily. I've tried other forms. It just doesn't work. But I have to have those three things. So, and I always have a time daily. On the weekends, I don't, because my weekends are kind of chaotic. But for a daily for work, I have a timed daily, and then I have for any appointments or things like that. And then I have to have a list of things that I can get done. And I do put washi on it. I do put stickers on it. Here I put washi, some stickers on some white background, which I absolutely hate. And I just wrote the day in to see if this was going to work. And this is what it ended up looking like. My writing is not great. I don't do lettering. It's purely functional for me with a little bit of pretty. I think I tried my check register between weeks and before it really stuck, and I started putting them in the unused weeks in the front. So again, time daily, list of things to do. I did some little notes on the bottom if I didn't feel good or something. That's what it looks like. Oops. This is when my dog jumped on my planner. Tore some of it up. Again, still, these are sterling ink, and they're her daily washi that's like perforated that you can put on. And it matched my Lauren Phelps design. And then I found these number stickers. They're Kell of a Plan, and I started these in September. I stuck some vellum in here, some meal planning. Some days didn't get used. If I was running out of pages, I would definitely use these for lists or things that I needed. Even if it was in December, I'd come back and use them if I needed it. Again, this is where I went to Halloween Horror Nights. Some vellum, some meal planning. Still a time daily. List of things to get done. This is what it always looks like. It's not exciting because it worked for me. A meal rotation list. I got this idea, and I don't remember who it was from, but I came up with what ended up being 34 recipes, and I put them on little scraps of paper, and I stuck them in a jar, and I shake them up every week. I pull out the number of recipes I need. Let me just say, first I look at my cabinet. I see what I have in my pantry and in my freezer that I can work with if I have meals, and then what's left that I can't fill in and I need recipes for, I pull out of this meal rotation scrap pieces of paper. And that's how I meal plan, because I got tired of coming up with ideas every week. So now we just leave it up to the rotation jar, and whatever I pull out, that's what we eat. So if you need something, you could always get kids involved, and they could pull out their favorite recipes, or they could come up with their favorite recipes and put in the jar, and then they could pull it out every week and do your meal planning for you. It was a good idea. Still time dailies, list of things to do, some notes at the end, at the bottom. This was October, and I always have a monthly spread, and then I was putting some goals that I wanted to get done for the week or the month. Some kind of tracking to do. October was probably my favorite because it was pretty minimal. It was all black. This is where I started putting Saturday and Sunday on the same page to start saving some pages. Some vellum. Lots of stuff to do. Sorry, it's pretty boring. This is how it looks because that's what worked. I tried to do a tracker. It did not work. This is when I got my Lauren Phelps Designs washi. I come in on the 14th and I swatched it. This is the Christmas washi. This was her spooky washi. I can't remember the name of it. And this was a Autumn Bliss washi. And I ended up using those. I used this one for November, this one for December. This one came too late for me to use for Halloween, but I used it in my 2023 planner. So this was my November. This is Brooke Evah Prince vellum. Had some goals, projects. This was the Minimalist Mom did a 90-day declutter before Christmas, and I started writing it down. I transferred it into my new planner. So I guess around day 70 is when I either didn't do the whole thing or I caught it up in my new planner, but I know it's written in my new planner the whole 90 days. So I was doing that. And then it's the same day timed little washi. That was it. So this is all of November. I had some days that were busier than others. This is what it looked like. This is a December sterling ink vellum. I got the December kit. I tried to use as much as I could of the December parts. Again, my dog had jumped on my planner and it was falling apart. So, dailies. I mean, that's... Sorry, that's my computer. Dailies. I had my Advent stickers that I had from Mandy Lynn Plans. They're really pretty. Cute. And this is where I jumped into my other planner. I have some stuff marked off. Next planner ideas. I had some more financial stuff in the back. And that was it. This was a Lauren Phelps design from way back. This my son gave me out of a fishing thing he got. He knows I like stickers and I thought it was cute, so I stuck it in there. Like my whole thing's taped together because my dog ripped it. So like all these pages were, some of these were taped in. So that was my 2022 July through December Hobonichi Weeks Mega. And I don't know if you can see it. I hated the red color, so I colored it with a pen, but this was the red one. And that's it. So thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. If you like this kind of content, like my video. If you like this kind of content and want to stick around and see what I do next, you're welcome to subscribe. My next video will be a plan with me for the next upcoming week. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I hope this helps somebody. That's what I do this for, is to show people different ways of planning. And mine definitely is, it doesn't have to be pretty planner. It just has to work for your brain, and that's exactly what I did in this planner. She ended up being kind of chunky, but it worked, and that's great. It definitely worked for the season of life I was in for these 6 months, and that's great. That's what it's all about, right? So thank you again. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. Come back if you like this kind of stuff, and I'm glad to have you. And until next time, y'all, see you later. Bye.